Hello, everyone, and welcome into another awkward family gathering with your host, the one, the only, me. Hope you guys are doing so well today on this wonderful Thursday. I know I feel overwhelmed, to say the least. As you can see, this is just an example of the many things I needed to get done, and school only started 2 days ago. Oh, and I realized I forgot something in that list. Go ahead and add that into the list of task finish lots. So we're gonna do a little bit of co-working today, a little bit of chatting. I can't stay for very long because I do have class today, but I said I would stream today, and I had every intention of doing it. I am exhausted. It would have been really easy to say no. Jack's Berry Patch in today, waiting for the vet to call her back. Hi, Jax. Hi, Jackie. Hope you're doing well.
If you only speak in slang,
yes.
It's a no from me, dog. It's a no from
If you only speak in slang, it's a no, dog. That's fair. That's fair. Hope you're doing well today. It's been a little bit crazy. I'll be better if I don't have to take Oakley to the vet. Oh no, what happened? What happened to my wife's precious dog? Yeah, you heard me, dogs. Well, I'm hoping for the best for you and Oakley. My guess is that he was a dog and did dog things when he shouldn't have been doing dog things. Or just randomly spitting out crap. I have a dog. My one of my dogs does that all the time. It's kind of the worst. Just go and hack along. All right. So the goal for at least me today is that I have a lot of things to get done. I was the fortunate graduate student to get to. Doesn't seem like this is so loud when it's coming in so soft. Oh wait, I know why. Because it is coming in soft to my headphones, not to you all. I got there. You ain't got groove. Oh no. Yeah, dogs do not like to leave things alone. Well, much love to you and Oakley. Hopefully it'll all be well. Yeah. Gosh, that's gonna hurt. All right. Well, anyway, much love to you and Oakley, and hopefully it turns out to be nothing. And no cones of shame for the Oakmeister. No, did not like that. Nope. Pass. Anyways. So I was the fortunate grad student to have the show immediately after break. So all break, I've been working on the plot. I've been doing all the things. And so in the last 48 hours, I have taken all but one of my classes. I have taught one of my 2 classes. And I had a plot review. So that's when all of my colleagues look at the plot. It went fairly well, but you basically get to go home with every paper that you ever had marked up in red of all the things that you missed. And it's a completely collegial thing. It's very, very respectful. It's all that, but now I gotta fix all the stuff. Plus, I need to read a script for class because we have a reading with an actual director for that class. I need to... What other things do I need to get done? I have a list here. I need to email my students for the class I have to teach tomorrow. I need to finish the syllabus because I had to make adjustments on the syllabus. But some fun, exciting things too have happened. I reached out to the head of Disney Live Entertainment to see if there was any internships. There's not. That's the unfortunate part. But they did invite me to come observe some more of their tech process and stuff, which I thought was really cool. To me, that says, hey, you didn't screw up the first time you met the guy. Which is great. I'm building the relationship. For me, if I don't go straight into a college, having something in entertainment would be really cool for me. Personally, I would really love that. And so that is one of the cool things that happened. But I'm also taking a class that I'm not exactly thrilled at how it's set up. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem taking a class that I'm not thrilled about. That's part of life. Sometimes you just gotta take it. I'm taking a class that we're required to take that it's history. And not that I have any problem with history, but history classes are not my favorite.
The Blankcomb just raided with 2 members. Have a seat and enjoy the food raiders at our awkward family gathering.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome into another awkward family gathering. Shout out to DeBlank1 for bringing in their community. We appreciate you so very much. Hope you all are having a great day. Feel free to share what you guys are doing. Looks like you were playing some Minecraft, which, you know, it's always a good time. Honestly, I would love to be playing some Minecraft. How you doing, DeBlank? I don't know why I called you Dublank.
Got something for us? Thanks a lot.
Sounds American. There we go.
Every little thing matters.
So now we can possibly craft. Oh, we need.
Doing modded Minecraft, that is always fun. What was your favorite mod that you were using on modded Minecraft? If you don't mind sharing, if you got a raid and run, feel free to do so. It's all good. Today is very, very low stakes. Today we are letting Awkward catch up on work and chatting with friends. So obviously you're the latter. Yes, we have a very modded Minecraft. In fact, I keep seeing new mods. I'm like, I need to get this mod. But some of them I don't think are server based. I think there's one where it tells you the light levels of every block. An urban zombie mod. Ooh, fun. That sounds like a good time. Sorry, y'all. I was working till about 2 a.m. And then I get up at 6:30 every day. I got one called Dungeon and Tavern Solo Save, and it's fun. Ooh. This is wanting me to say screw responsibility. Play Minecraft. Where it is only zombies in urban areas, but there are high rates. Oh, cool. Jackie. Screw it, Minecraft. No, I have to. It's my future we're talking about. You have to worry about thirst and heat and cold. Oh my gosh, that sounds so much fun. Let's add more stress to it. No, I'm gonna get my work done today so that I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. And tomorrow I don't have anything till 11, so then I have a lot of time. Today I have to be at the school by 10:30. So soon anyway. You're not wrong, Jax. You're not wrong. But today I have to leave. I have to be at the school by 10:30 for my 11 o'clock class. Tomorrow, I can literally log off at 11 because I have a Zoom meeting and then I have to teach my class. So I want to play Minecraft tomorrow. So I got to be good today. I got to do some work, which is why we have our task helper. I keep this up even during our Minecraft streams. If you're someone who needs lists like me, I really love that. You can do ! Task. And you have a 30 when you are hurt by you get infected. Okay, we might be doing a specialty day. Just get people on the server to do a zombie run on the server. But yeah, so I keep this task up, ! Task, and then you write down the task name. It'll put your name down, as well as all your tasks. ! Done, and then the number, and it'll mark it off for you. And when you're all done, you can do ! Remove. I'm gonna go there. The whole thing, ! Task help will help you walk through it all. So if you're someone who needs that, I don't use like the Pomo methods or anything like that. I just have it there because sometimes the best people to watch stream are lurkers and people who need to get work done. And, we try to keep the vibes chill. Tomorrow during Minecraft, you need a task manager. There you go. ! Task. So this is my stuff. I'm not getting all this done before the end of stream, and I'm not getting this all done before the weekend. But I want to get the first 2 done. And they're actually pretty small tasks for me because I have the syllabus mostly done. But if I don't email my students today, then who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. So I need a break from Fortnite. So Minecraft, honestly, same. I've dipped out on the last 2 chapters of Fortnite. Not because they weren't interesting or anything, just because I had Fortnited out. And so, but I just feel like when I play Minecraft, I don't ever feel burnt out on it. So I've now like shifted away from streaming Fortnite and I just stream Minecraft. But it's also really hard because like I would love to do an Expedition 33 run, but I'm like, I really don't know if I want to stream that because I really don't do the research for it, if you will. So I wouldn't know what's going. And yeah, I know some people are like, well, just do a first time playthrough. Many of my streamer friends will know this. Doing first time playthroughs on stream is not always fun. Because you get just people who don't. Yeah, the vibes just aren't always right. And so that's the thing. Unreal for the past 9 seasons, took a season off. Wow. Back to Unreal. Fair. I mean, you are a crazy good Fortnite player, so that makes perfect sense. Yeah. I totally missed out on the what's it called? The Winterfest. Because I was so removed from it. But I'm also trying to balance that with, graduate school. So I think that's part of it too. Wasn't he top 350 in the world? Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. This coffee is hitting hard today. Maple, I think it's maple pecan espresso. Hate the company, love the coffee. It's the only like at home brewing coffee I really like anymore. It is. I got permaban. Oh, that's a story. That sounds like a story. Feel free to share that one. How you get perma on Black Ops. I mean, unless they just think you're botting or something. I know there's sometimes stupid reasons for it. Okay, so this is the crazy part about being a teaching assistant and a student is I have to have 2 separate emails. So I have an email for my student, and then I have another one that's staff, and it's the worst. How I did it? I was at drill, came home, played Rainbow Six, and then went to play it and said I was banned. Oh, fun. That happened to me with, what platform was that? I think it was the Blizzard platform. I don't remember. It was one of the platforms. It just said, oh, your account's banned. No, it was RuneScape. It was RuneScape. I played it the day before. No issues, just a pretty boring day. And then next day, said I was banned. No reason. I have no VPN. I do it for anime. Yeah. But I also feel like, well, maybe that is a bannable offense. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. That seems weird to me. But I don't play that much competitive gaming in general. As of late, anyway. As of late. All right. So, syllabus is in my student drive. Okay, now they are doing networking. COD is on a, wow, 15 to 20% player loss. I mean, I get that to a degree because you have the people who they'll play for like 4-ish seasons and then they get burnt out and they go away. I mean, 20% is still crazy. That's 1 in 5. Still a crazy amount. And it's given that they have nothing, as far as I know, there's nothing new releasing anytime soon. Because that's sometimes when you see a large player loss too, is when a new version or... Oh no, it's... Oh! I missed that all entirely. Oh god. So what, 8 people have like 8 fingers now instead of 10? Or giant thumbs? I know, those are some of the old ones. There's so many. I was supposed to, so today, in 30 minutes, I was supposed to take a class on AI art and doing research for theatrical designers and how it impacts the industry. So it's supposed to be a research-only class. It was just from 9 to 10:30 on Thursdays. And I was kind of excited about it because it's not that I want to use AI art. I want to educate people on what AI art isn't. Because a lot of people I know in the industry and out They think, oh, it's this magical fix-all. Like, it can just do whatever I want. I used AI to write papers after I fact-checked everything. I mean, here's the thing. I have no problem with that. I have a very liberal stance of using AI. And that's because I've seen it in action. So I don't personally use AI. Not because I don't have issues, it's just I forget. But I have used AI to help students brainstorm. Because a lot of students, especially students in the last, since COVID, students who were grade school since COVID, so younger kids, fifth, they experienced COVID during what I call the research years, which are like 4th through 8th grade. So when you learn how to research, they have a hard time making decisions. They have a hard time understanding what their thoughts are. And so brainstorming, I think, is a great method for AI because there's a lot of social anxiety involved with this age group in particular. They don't want to talk to other people because they've been traumatized. They were traumatized at a young age. So they're skeptical of people, and they're seeing the skepticism in our society. And so understandably, they don't want to collaborate with people, which is still a skill that you should require. But AI can help bridge that because it can help them process their thinking, which you need to do. You always need to process your thinking. And that's how you get to critical thinking. And so that's the thing, is it is an amazing tool. The amount we've invested into it is a little skeptical. Part of my whole program is just, we have conversations about AI all the time because it's such a huge part of our world, you know.
It just makes me feel like
Thank you so much for the subscription. 12 months. It's crazy. One whole year.
Execute people.
Thank you so much.
Da Blank One just resubscribed on the Twitch side of our gathering. You're first in line for the food.
And there's my extent of using AI is for text to speech. And so that's really the thing, is like, we talk about it all the time for that purpose. But at the same time, I just don't understand the people who think, oh, it just magically makes things happen. It's not magical. It doesn't really do anything. Yes, we need to talk about like how much we're investing in it. It shouldn't be, it's like investing in a DeWalt drill, or in a drill, I should say. I shouldn't even say DeWalt, any drill. Like, you want to invest and have a high quality of something, but we're not going for quality, we're going for quantity. And so we're getting a bunch of cheap drills that break after 5 seconds and don't do anything. I'd rather invest in one really solid AI tool that people used, instead of everyone trying to own all the AI tool, like trying to make their own version of the same thing and getting a bunch of crap. Let's make one really good tool. Let's have investment in it from all these different companies and make a really good product that everyone can enjoy. I don't care if you make money off it. I don't care. If you're going to put the investment in it, you get the payoff. That's theoretically what capitalism is supposed to be. But the problem is that we're getting crap. We're getting a crappy tool. It's like the software subscriptions. I got to give credit. That's about all the credit that that student can get. I mean, when you get a whole alumni service and university to all boo you simultaneously. But that's how some people make money now, is they just feed on the hate. Oh. I don't get it. But I also know that, like, I know someone who struggles with commas, putting commas in papers, and they use AI to then have AI help them place the commas. Like, that's a very specific thing to make sure that they're getting it. If you can't get the assistance you need, that's a great use of that tool. Just like how they incorporate it, Grammarly incorporates it. Doesn't really have you, it doesn't really write anything for you. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't really write anything for you. It just helps you. It looks at patterns. And I have no problem with that. I misspelled Diego in San Diego when I was doing my plot. I used spell check and it still missed it. Like, it's those kind of things that help make equitable gap closures. It makes people who are really smart but maybe struggle with certain skills be understood to people who don't understand that everyone is smart in some way. This is the teacher rant at me now. So that's kind of my thing, is like, I could never spell that wrong unless I put my yeah, I screw yeah, and it was just I slit the I sometimes type too fast. My left hand can type faster than my right hand, so yeah, I flipped the I and the E, and that was it. I flipped the I and the E because my left hand moves faster than my right hand, because my right hand has nerve damage, so it doesn't move fast enough. So I always have EI slips, and it's not because I just forget I before E, except after C, unless you get into the exceptions. It's because my left hand can move faster than my right hand. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, I don't know if you guys will do. Oh, it's an ad break, but yeah, right. You can kind of see it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's right. It's right there. Slice that in undergrad, and then I sliced both of them, but that one went all the way to the one on my right hand went all the way to the bone. So it's just, I go too quick on one hand. I always love random facts. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Celestial Seasoning Tea was made by I don't even know what that is. Celestial Seasonings Tea. I don't even know what that is. I couldn't tell you what that is. Kind of sounds good. Sleepy time. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay. I don't know who this third student is. Okay. So these are the emails and names I need to send over to my supervisor. Because, oop. Time to install. Okay, so to cat. To students. Gotta make sure I'm not speaking while I'm typing. Also, Stephen Hawkins cheated on his wife when he was alive. That one I did know, which I think is wild. I don't know. I don't get people cheating. If you're unhappy, move on. That's my attitude. He put his chair in reverse instead of drive. Come on. Okay. You see their progress. This is why I don't stream and write emails, because I start to read the email. The blank one, being our Highlander, because there can only be one. Something down so I can see both. I also have to look them up. Copy. So it's kind of weird. I teach a class on I'm teaching a class this semester on safety eShop practicum class. It's kind of like the undergrad class that gets them into physically doing work with us in the what's called the eShop. And one of them is already works with us. We're on the regular. Oh, hey, yeah, that's the one. So he's already done all like the fundamental stuff. No. I didn't hit send. Weird. Ugh. it was time to send. When I did my Windows servers class, the teacher hated me because I asked questions they didn't know the answer to. I had that. That's why I actually dropped out of being. That's why I dropped out of being a biochemist, was because my biology teacher didn't like that I questioned his statistics. And then told his TAs to make sure I failed. One of the TAs confirmed it, but they said they wouldn't admit it. They wouldn't admit it to any academic because they didn't want their spots. He was a pretty big deal in the biology department, so he'll forever be in my brain as someone who changed my entire life, but also for the better. Okay. All right, so syllabi. That's what I was looking at. But I had to send that off to my supervisor so that I can find out who needs to do safety training still. Because I need to do that. We're not going to do genie training. Because they're going to do hang and focus quiz. Oh, gosh, they're going to do. So next week is our hang and focus. Well, I guess if they do it with me during class, then hang is the next day. So that should be okay. Yeah. That'll be fine. I need to make that quiz. I need to go and look and see if the canvas... Someone told me that you can pull up old canvases even if you didn't create them. So I do want to see that because if my colleague did that, that'd be great. But I don't think they used Canvas last year or last semester. So I'd have to know where I'm going to. Oh. Oh. Maybe. Has one's for me. It has my classes. I don't know what this is. No, nope. So no, they didn't use the Canvas course last year. Okay. Or in the past. So that stinks. Navigation, apps. Yeah, doesn't look like they did anything in that regard. Which is fine, that's not a big deal. I was just trying to reduce the amount of stuff that I had to create. But it won't be that big of a deal. That's how I knew about this and that. And I told him I was in a data system analysis. Dude. Yeah. Generally speaking, they would know things. Okay, so that means I have to write some quizzes. Let's add that to my to-do list for Create. Hang. Focus. Quiz. I love this thing. So great. You wanted proof? Showed him my DD214. My Windows cert, Cisco cert, and other certs I had. And probably felt like an idiot. But still double down on it all because that's my experience at least. Okay, wait. Okay, networking. Oh no. I don't want. I mean, in my context of networking, I don't need 4 weeks on that. I think what I did that was because we had so many things. But I think I'm gonna just push this up. Do 3 weeks on networking. I dropped after that because I wasn't learning anything and started studying Army certs. Sounds like a better use of your time, honestly. We'll introduce soldering. And week 7, 8. No class for the USITT soldering project due. And then, yeah, last part is troubleshooting because they're going to be working with me on everything electrics for that show. Okay, so the syllabus is done. Yeah. I think that should be everything. There's so I just need to identify what I'm doing in week 3. Other news, I was temp banned on Twitch due to false reporting. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm sure they were all legitimate. Ones as well. Because that's my experience. I mean, it's not as bad as Clock App. Clock App loves to tell me that I'm just reporting false crap. And I'm just like, no, sir, that's not false in any way, shape, and form. That's legit things. People are violating your terms, yet you don't hold them accountable. Oh, people false reported you. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, I've had that happen. In fact, what was it? Oh, that's what happened to me on Clock App. I found out that I was getting reported as AI slop, I believe. But it was very temporary because they were able to prove it like really quick when they saw how bad my content was, but it wasn't AI bad. It wasn't AI bad. Make sure your mom has a good Christmas in my bed. Yeah. On par for the overlords of tech. There we go. So I got banned in Dead by Daylight. Oh, excuse me, guys. See, I got the You know, Blank, you get banned from a lot of stuff, I'm realizing. No hate there. Just seems like there seems to be a commonality at times. That was because I moved. Oh, yeah. Okay, that one makes more sense. Makes a lot more sense. Because even when I went from US West to US Central, they flagged my account on a few different ones. At first, Cracky Chan. Oh my god. Oh, that's wild. All right, y'all. I'm looking at the time. I gotta start packing up and getting ready there. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you to the Blank One for see, I didn't even get anything on my list done, but it was all right. Dude just cracked out of his mind and had, okay. Well, okay. But it was good catching up with you, the Blank One. It was good seeing you, Jackie. If you're, hopefully you and Oakley are doing okay. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna raid over to my friend Maisie Momo, who's playing Wind Waker. But my Twitch window closed, so give me 1 second to get there. Playing some Wind Waker. Maisie is the leader of a Team Stars. Wonderful individual, very caring VTuber person. Where are they? There they are. So please give them all the love. Copy the raid message that you see there. For the top one is for our followers. Bottom one is for our subscribers. And I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with some of that list done so that I can get some Minecrafting. No, I'm kidding. We're playing Minecraft tomorrow. 100% playing Minecraft. No ifs, ands, buts. I need a break. And that's going to be my break. So copy the message that applies to you guys. I will see you all again on tomorrow. Bye.
Something in here. I guess not.
So we want to thank you all for coming and joining our Awkward family gathering for today.
Awkward.
But now
Hey, thank
we
you so
are
much for the
going to
raid.
say
Raiders,
goodbye
welcome on
until
in. Hello,
next
hello.
time.
Awkward, how was your stream?
Bye, y'all.
How was the co-working? Thanks so much for sending the friends this way. Hi, my name's
That
Nancy Momo.
wasn't
Call me
what I
Nancy.
meant to
Call me
press.
Momo. I'm a PT Dragon Spirit
Cool.
here on the internet
Cool.
that plays lots of games.